4 things you must know if you're planning your property protection. Given the high cost of jury verdicts today, many professionals are looking for ways to protect their personal property from malpractice and negligence claims. For example, if you're a healthcare professional and own a home, a car, or a portfolio of stocks, it's essential to protect your assets against lawsuits. The good news is that sound financial planning can go a long way to keeping your personal net worth from the threat of litigation. A comprehensive wealth management plan can also help you achieve other long-term financial goals, which may include planning a child's education, ensuring a comfortable retirement for you and your spouse, and minimizing property taxes for your heirs. While it's advisable to seek out professional opinion from professional limited liability companies like Wyoming when planning your assets protection, also keep these 4 things in mind. 1. Have an idea about property protection. Never jump in making decisions, especially when it comes to protecting your assets. Make efforts to know what's involved and what it'll definitely cost you. Note that an experienced asset manager can help you take a more integrated approach to achieving your financial goals. Starting with the basics. There are 3 levels of asset protection. The first is to invest in assets that are automatically protected against lawsuits in most states, such as your home, qualified retirement accounts, annuities, and the cash value of life policies. The second level is the creation of private trusts and companies that remove assets from your personal domain. The third level is the creation of personal property entities in different jurisdictions, making it more difficult for people to place privileges on your assets through a lawsuit. For many physicians, a good starting point is to simply implement the first level of asset protection. Get the most out of your investments in assets that are automatically protected from lawsuits in most states. Many health professionals neglect these simple strategies. Your house. Part of your equity is generally exempted from prosecution in most states. In Arizona, for example, up to $150,000 in equity is exempted from legal action. Texas and Florida offer unlimited coverage for equity at home, once you have reached the equity ceiling of the protected property in your state of residence. You may want to consider maintaining a mortgage loan for the mortgage. Plaintiffs in a lawsuit will not be interested in your debt-only assets. Qualified retirement accounts. Funds held in ERISA-eligible retirement accounts, such as defined benefit plans or 401k plans, are generally exempt from prosecution, so it is often logical to maximize your annual contributions to these accounts. Not only do you benefit from asset protection, but you will also benefit from tax-efficient savings, helping you to increase your capital. Unskilled pension plans, such as deferred compensation plans, may also have a role to play in helping you achieve your wealth management goals. Unskilled plans offer some protection against lawsuits, as well as unique benefits for highly paid business owners and employees. Deferred annuities. A deferred pension represents the money you set aside today to create future income, usually for retirement, if you have not yet started making distributions of your deferred annuity. The value of your annuity contract is generally exempt from prosecution. In addition to providing asset protection, annuities can help supplement other sources of income in retirement, such as Social Security or withdrawals from your IRA or 401k accounts. Cash value of life insurance schemes. Once you have held a life insurance policy for more than 2 years, the cash value of the policy is generally protected from lawsuits in most states. In addition, the cash value of the policy can often be accessed through withdrawals and tax-free loans at retirement, which can be particularly attractive if tax rates increase in the future. In addition, insurance policies can also be a useful way to transfer wealth to future generations. There are often lots of misunderstandings on asset protection, especially between doctors and other health professionals about strategies that offer true peace of mind. Don't follow someone's thoughts or what they think is involved or you should do. The best thing to do is seek a professional's guidance and opinion to help you make the right decision. If you are just starting your career, the first level of protection, investing in assets that are automatically exempt from prosecution, may be all you need right now. As you go further in your career and your personal equity continues to grow, you may want to consider exploring some advanced strategies for asset protection, including the creation of trusts, companies, and LLCs. In addition, You may consider establishing these entities in different jurisdictions, making it more difficult for people to place liens on your personal property. Take note that protective trusts, corporations and LLCs can be expensive to generate and maintain. So you should explore all options with your team of trusted advisors before pursuing asset protection solutions. The most effective asset protection strategies start with sound financial planning. If a judge or court determines that you're trying to conceal assets to creditors, they can remove the exempt status of those assets. For example, if you buy an important life insurance policy shortly before bankruptcy, a court can determine that any assets involved in last-minute transactions are still being litigated. The best protection for your assets is to show that you have legitimate reasons for structuring your assets with many other benefits in the way that makes the most sense to you and your family in the long run. In a court of law, your intention is the key. Your intention to set up accounts cannot be to avoid situations of liability. Instead, your intention should be associated with responsible and ethical financial planning. Planning a comfortable retirement or the smooth transfer of your estate to your heirs. The approaches mentioned here are simply conversation starters to have with your wealth manager, lawyer, and tax professional. Each physician has unique needs and goals. So your personal asset management and asset protection plan will need to be tailored to your specific situation. In addition, asset protection laws may vary considerably among states. The key to creating an effective asset protection plan starts now before you need it. By creating a team of trusted professionals, discussing your goals and reviewing your plan on a regular interval, you can generate a wealth management plan that can fully cover you from unforeseen circumstances, a plan that helps you feel more confident about your financial future. Arizona State Senate Issue Brief, Arizona's Homestead Exemption. Robinson, Teague, Sponsel and Associates, Protecting Your Assets from Malpractice and Negligence Suits. Public Deposits, 6 Characteristics of a Sound Financial Plan. Bruce Harfum. Bruce Harfum is a project management professional and founder and CEO of Project Management Hacks. Read full profile. Creating a good work-life balance is a struggle for many people. However, maybe we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves, as this concept is fairly new. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the first known instance of the phrase only dates back to 1977. The dictionary defines the term broadly, of or relating to both work and personal life, designating the relationship between the two. Today, work-life balance is a common notion and a concept many people pursue. Fortunately, there are some indicators that can help you find out if you've managed to achieve a good work-life balance. Let's get started. Coming up with clear priorities for your life means that decisions are easier. You know who is most important to you, and which values you want to focus on with your goals. Your priorities will shift and evolve over time. This is normal and good. A newly minted lawyer in her mid-20s may accept working 60 hours per week to build experience, while a senior professional often has the confidence, experience, and perspective to say no in order to create free time to focus on her family or hobbies. Saying no at work is an art. If you constantly say no to the management, your reputation will gradually erode, and your chances for better opportunities and promotions will do the same. On the other hand, a thoughtful no demonstrates that you are thinking through your priorities. Do your best to only say no when you feel it's necessary. This is a skill, and one that develops over time. If you feel that you need some time to focus on coping with stress, don't be afraid to say no to that extra weekend project your boss wants you to take on. Kindly suggest that it can wait until Monday. When you think of work-life balance, you may imagine an ideal world where you arrive home each and every weekday at 6 p.m. Unfortunately, you may not be able to achieve these work hours every week. For example, corporate accounting professionals often experience long hours during the month-end process. If you know that you will face longer hours at certain times of the year, plan in advance to meet those commitments. Of course, if you have just completed 10 straight weeks of 60-hour work, then you probably need to reassess your work habits. The idea is to achieve balance as often as possible but not to stress out when one day feels a little off. Unless your workplace operates based on a billable hour model, simply logging more hours does not create more value. In fact, Parkinson's law suggests that adding time to your workday causes you to lose focus. After all, You may think that you can log in just a few minutes on Facebook because you can always make up the time later. Work experience. Education and specialization are critical factors in attaining a high income. Simply logging more hours at the office, regardless of value, does not matter. Make the most of your time at the office with good time management skills. And watch the value of your work increase. On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate your energy and effectiveness at 10 a.m.? How does that compare to 4 p.m.? Many people find that their energy and ability to focus gradually declines throughout the day. If this is happening, it may be time to learn how to manage your energy more. You may need to get more sleep and use other stress management techniques to keep your energy at a steady level throughout the day. This will help you save some time and energy for when you go home to your family. Few spouses and children enjoy spending time with zombies. It's normal to experience a lull in energy in the afternoon. But your energy should come back before you clock out. If not, you can try adjusting your diet, squeezing in an afternoon workout, or taking a short nap when you get home in order to stimulate your body's energy reserves. Some organizations have a better track record in the area of work-life balance than others. Instead of attempting to change the dysfunctional culture of a large organization by yourself, do yourself a favor and work for an organization that values work-life balance. Fortunately, more and more companies are recognizing the importance of work-life balance. So you can find good options in many different industries. If you're looking for a new job, try to feel out the company culture during your interview. You can even explicitly ask for the hiring manager's thoughts on work-life balance. Some people consider exercise a luxury to be enjoyed and pursued sometime in the future. If you are living a balanced life, you have understood the importance of getting exercise. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, an effective exercise week includes both aerobic activity, e.g., walking, running, cycling, swimming, and muscle strengthening activities, e.g., lifting weights and/or body weight exercises. Without an effective exercise routine, your energy levels will decline and that will impact your ability to work and enjoy life. Anticipation makes life sweeter and more enjoyable. Growing up, you may have looked forward to your birthday or Christmas for weeks. Fortunately, you can harness that same power each and every day with your personal time. It could be something like reading a book for half an hour, attending a concert, going out for quality time with friends, opening the occasional bottle of wine, or watching a new series on Netflix. One 2019 study reported that 55% of workers reported that they did not use all of their vacation days. Of those lost vacation days, 236 million were completely forfeited, which comes out to $65.5 billion in lost benefits. Your paid vacation time is part of your compensation. So failing to use it is like setting cash on fire. Use this time away from work to recuperate your energy and focus on your mental health. Do you have systems and habits to stay focused and productive? That's one of the best ways to save time so that you leave the office on time each and every day. You can start by creating some professional assets to increase your effectiveness. You can also experiment with different ways, and different times, to commute to the office. In some organizations, you can achieve a great deal before 9 a.m. because the office tends to be quiet early in the morning. If you have trouble focusing throughout the day, try using block scheduling or the Pomodoro method to keep you on track. If you have already managed to create a good work-life balance, that's great. If you've read through this list and realized that you're missing a few pieces, it's never too late to get started. Find what helps you feel both productive and fulfilled to create a life you can be proud of. BBC, the law that explains why you can't get anything done. CDC, how much physical activity do adults need? CNN Travel, a record 768 million U.S. vacation days went to waste last year. A study says. Text source, lifehack.org.